everyone, this is Allison Fletcher. I am the Drunk Astrologer. I have been trying for about a week now to try to do a video. It's been very difficult, but I currently have a snow day, in case if you guys can see the snow. I live in the middle of the desert in Southern California, and there are sections of my friend who's about 15 minutes away. She said she's actually getting close to 2 feet of snow right now. I'm still probably around 3-4 inches here. So of course, I wasn't going to make it into work today. Thankfully, they ended up closing the office I work at. But interesting, definitely interesting to have this much snow in the end of February in the desert. But I figured since I have the snow day, I might as well take the time to try to make a video, because like I said, I've been trying for a week now, and some of it has been a time issue, some of it's been I have a lot of stuff to do. I picked up some extra gigs on the weekend, doing some extra work. We've had the snow. Last Thursday we ended up having such severe rain. I've had some exciting things going on. One day I couldn't do it because I was getting tattoos done. I got some new ink, which I'm really excited about. I have the bee on my finger. I used to have a pony whose name was Bud Light. A couple months before he passed away, he actually broke my finger. I actually had to have 2 surgeries on this finger, so I figured the best way to honor him was to give him credit. Anybody who had ever met my pony knew that that's exactly what he would have wanted. And then I have this is actually a rune symbol here that is made out of 2 arrows. It's just a symbol that has a lot of meaning to me. So it's a long story, but yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, so I've been busy, but the other thing I've been running into, so I wanted to make a video for the full moon. Full moon has already passed. That was on Tuesday. So I wanted to make a video about the full moon, and I ended up not doing it, partially because I was busy and partially because it just didn't work. I had this whole thing about this full moon is a time for us to put our goals into the universe, make our intentions known, and to let the universe tell us how it's going to happen. And it was all about being patient and going with the flow and being low-key. And a big point that I was going to talk about was about how these are not your normal goals and intentions that we should be focused on right now. And what I wanted to actually talk about was that this is a time for what I call mermaid goals. And mermaid goals sounds a little weird. Let me explain it to you. So a mermaid goal is a goal that is not fully obtainable. You cannot become a mermaid. It's not possible. Being a mermaid is just not, it's not biologically possible, physically possible. It's just not a thing. But you could get a rich spouse who buys you a house on the beach, and then you don't have to work, so you get to lay at the beach all day and suntan and swim, and you can afford to have your hair done so you have long flowy mermaid locks. That's a mermaid goal. It's a goal of, I want to be a mermaid. I don't personally. I would actually hate that lifestyle. But it's the goal of, I want to be, this is the thing I want to be, and even if it's not possible, I'm going to put that intention out in the universe and see how the universe wants to give it to me. There's multiple ways you could become a mermaid. You could end up getting a job that allows you to live on a boat, and it's something you really love doing. You end up loving doing. That could be how the mermaid goal comes into play as well. And I was going to talk all about this mermaid goal because it's a really cool thing to have. I really believe that we should all have our mermaid goals. I have a mermaid goal. I'm not going to tell you guys about it, but I have a mermaid goal. And it's not to become a famous YouTuber, but if that's how the universe wants to allow me to live out my mermaid goal, that's fine. Um, but it's about this. I believe we need to put that intention into the universe. We need to tell the universe, okay, I have big dreams, I have big goals, and let the universe show us how it's possible. The other thing about mermaid goals is it's not something we can plan out. It's not something that we can have a Capricorn list of I do A, B, C, and then D. It's just, that's just not how it works. And so a mermaid goal is something that you can't plan out. It's not like getting a job promotion where you're like, okay, I want this promotion, so I need to do this, 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 and this. I need to make myself look good. I need to show that I'm responsible for the company, so I need to show up to work early every day. Like, that's not how you reach your mermaid goals. That's how you reach your promotion goals. So that was basically the spiel of what I was going to talk about with this full moon. The full moon's already passed. I still say work on your mermaid goals. But the more and more I was doing the video, the more and more I was realizing that the Drunk Astrologer, the way I was doing it on YouTube, is not helping my mermaid goals. I was focusing too much on astrology. And there's nothing wrong with only focusing on astrology. But in my life, I'm not focusing on the astrology anymore. In my life, my personal life, I am going out and trying different aspects. I am doing spell work, I'm doing occult type stuff, I'm doing like energy work, I'm doing intuitive psychic type stuff. And the Drunk Astrologer was my start into all this. I got introduced to all of it around the same time, and I started the Drunk Astrologer because I started with astrology. I started with card readings, and that's what I could wrap my head around at first. And now I can wrap my head around way more. I actually had to laugh recently. My mentor that I work with, she does energy healings on me, and a few months ago, probably 6 months ago, she was like, oh yeah, you'll be doing this to me soon. And I was laughing. I was kind of like, yeah, right. Sure enough, right now we exchange energy healings at least once a week. And I decided that my YouTube channel does not portray everything I do and everything I am. My YouTube channel is not authentic enough to me. And that is what I struggled with this week. And I struggled making a video. I struggled to do a video just about the full moon. I had like a chart showing me all the aspects that were going on. There were a lot of aspects with this full moon, and I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't do a good video. I was focused a lot on the spell work that I wanted to do going up to the full moon. There was just a lot of things that I wanted to be doing other than sitting in front of the camera talking about YouTube. Or not talking about YouTube, on YouTube talking about astrology. And so I made the decision that this channel is going to change. I'm going to keep the name The Drunk Astrologer. I'm going to keep my Twitter account, The Drunk Astrologer, the same. I'm going to keep my Facebook, Drunk Astrologer, the same. On Facebook, I do a weekly post about the aspects of that week and how it's going to affect us, and I always give a drink recommendation. This week it's vodka Red Bull. And actually I told a funny story about back when I was younger, I used to drink vodka Red Bulls and always end up on these crazy adventures. And one time I ended up at a bar doing Backstreet Boys karaoke with a bunch of Marines. But yeah, that's the drink of the week. And so I'm going to keep all that the same. I'm going to keep the name the same, but I'm going to make an effort to be more authentic with this YouTube channel. And one of the things that means is I'm not going to be sharing these posts on Facebook. Other people are more than welcome to share my videos. I'm not going to be sharing them on my personal Facebook. I'm not going to be sharing these on Twitter. While I'm going to be the same person behind the Facebook, the Twitter, and the YouTube, I'm not going to connect the three of them. I'm not going to be sharing things from Facebook on Twitter and vice versa. It's going to be three separate entities of the same me. And this channel, I'm still going to talk about astrology, but I'm also going to be talking about energy work. I'm going to be talking about spell work. I'm going to be expanding. I really want to do some pick a card readings. I want to do card readings for each of the signs. I want to do, eventually, once I get equipment to be able to do better editing on my videos, I want to do kind of like some skits. Like, I want to act out what each sign is like while drunk. It's going to take me a while to do that, though, unfortunately. I want to show you guys some of the spell work I've been doing. I want to talk about what I think is important when doing spell work, and what people should be watching for, or different things like that. I want to get deep into why I'm doing all of this, because I actually think this channel is going to become more of my personal journey. And part of me wants to stick with what is not authentic and what I can share on Facebook, so I can try to get more views and that kind of stuff. But at this point in time, I have to be my most authentic self. That is going to be how I get closest to reaching my mermaid goals. So, yeah. That is it for today. I will hopefully be able to start bringing more videos out. Maybe I'll even get lucky and be able to get a couple videos out today while I have a snow day. But yeah, so thank you for everyone who's coming on this journey with me, and I'll see you guys later.